the slower the system became. This can now be overcome with new techniques that allow us to store and analyze data across different databases in distributed locations connected via networks. So-called distributed computing means huge amounts of data can be stored in little bits across lots of databases and analyzed by sharing the analysis between different servers, each performing a small part of the analysis. Google were instrumental in developing distributed computing technology, enabling them to search the internet. Today, about 1,000 computers are involved in answering a single search query, which takes no more than 0.2 seconds to complete. We currently search 3.5 billion times a day on Google alone. Distributed computing tools such as Hadoop manage the storage and analysis of big data across connected databases and servers. What's more, big data storage and analysis technology is now available to rent in a software as a service or SaaS model, which makes big data analytics accessible to anyone, even those with low budgets and limited IT support. Finally, we are seeing amazing advancements in the way we can analyze data. Algorithms can now look at photos, identify who is on them, and then search the internet for other pictures of that person. Algorithms can now understand spoken words, translate them into written text, and analyze this text for content, meaning, and sentiment. For example, are you saying nice things or not so nice things? More and more advanced algorithms emerge every day to help us understand our world and predict the future. Couple all this with machine learning and artificial intelligence, the ability of algorithms to learn and make decisions independently, and you can hopefully tell that the developments and opportunities here are very exciting and evolving very quickly. Big Data Opportunities. With this book, I wanted to showcase the current state-of-the-art in big data and provide an overview of how companies and organizations across all different industries are using big data to deliver value in diverse areas. You will discover that I have covered areas including how retailers, both traditional bricks-and-mortar companies as well as online ones, use big data to predict trends and consumer behaviors, how governments are using big data to foil terrorist plots, even how a tiny family butcher or a zoo use big data to improve performance, as well as the use of big data in cities, telecoms, sports, gambling, fashion, manufacturing, research, motor racing, video gaming, and everything in between. Instead of putting their heads in the sand or getting lost in this startling new world of big data, the companies I have featured here have figured out smart ways to use data in order to deliver strategic value. In my previous book, Big Data, Using Smart Big Data, Analytics, and Metrics to Make Better Decisions and Improve Performance, also published by Wiley, I go into more detail on how any company can figure out how to use big data to deliver value. I am convinced that big data, unlike any other trend at the moment, will affect everyone and everything we do. You can listen to this book from beginning to end for a complete overview of current big data use cases, or you can use it as a reference book and dive in and out of the areas you find most interesting or are relevant to you or your clients. I hope you enjoy it. 1. Walmart. How big data is used to drive supermarket performance. Background. Walmart are the largest retailer in the world and the world's largest company by revenue, with over 2 million employees and 20,000 stores in 28 countries. With operations on this scale, it's no surprise that they have long seen the value in data analytics. In 2004, when Hurricane Sandy hit the U.S., they found that unexpected insights could come to light when data was studied as a whole rather than as isolated individual sets. Attempting to forecast demand for emergency supplies in the face of the approaching Hurricane Sandy, CIO Linda Dillman turned up some surprising statistics. As well as flashlights and emergency equipment, expected bad weather had led to an upsurge in sales of strawberry Pop-Tarts in several other locations. Extra supplies of these were dispatched to stores in Hurricane Francis's path in 2012 and sold extremely well. Walmart have grown their big data and analytics department considerably since then, continuously